Hello. In a feat of amazing genius, Lorielle New is live on time, punctually at 5:15. Woohoo! First time in years. So woohoo! Big.
Hello.
Gosh, there's YouTube. That's how long the lag is. So hello. Thank you for checking in, everyone, and you all are probably completely shocked and unprepared for my punctuality. I know. Yeah, it might not ever happen again, but I just wanted to celebrate the moment. Yes, today is Stupid Question Day, a regular feature of Live with Lorielle New, where I answer any question about any topic in the entire universe with complete accuracy. Guaranteed, because of the power of geniosity in the genius hat here, chat in the hat, genius. Yes, it allows me to have absolute accuracy. So I hope you have some important and burning questions today to share with the genius. I'm here to answer your questions with my power of geniosity. Woohoo! Can you feel it? Can you feel the genius? So yeah, and I'm having a good day. I'm very excited. I got all the mirrors that I had gotten, the very large mirrors, painted and put up, and they look awesome. Giant mirror over my bed now. And yes, secured to the wall securely so it won't fall down and kill me. And then today, hello, Linda. Today, I went and got 2 new front tires at Pep Boys put on, which was a really, really good thing because my tires were pretty much smooth, like no tread. They were smooth and extremely thin. So, yeah, probably, yeah. So, hello, Linda. Hello. Oh, good. I'm glad you're feeling better. So, yeah, I got 2 new tires. Very happy about that because I was starting to worry. Oops, the hair sticking in my eye. I was starting to worry that my tires were going to blow out sometime on the highway. So, good thing. Yeah. So, woohoo! Yay me. Yay, new front tires. And it was good to know because I also got to see that my brakes are okay. So I don't have to worry about the brakes. And yeah, next I have to do a transmission fluid flush, and get that done because my transmission is starting to be like when the car's changing speeds, when it's really low to like the medium, the next one up, there's a little there's a little, and it's not supposed to do that. And so they said that a transmission flush might help that, and that's considerably cheaper than getting. Did I get the tires for free? No, I did not. I got 2 new tires. It cost me $150 for the everything, tire installation and rotation and balancing and all that stuff. So, and that was, I know tires are expensive. That was like the best price I could find anywhere. I went to Pep Boys, and now I have to do a transmission flush. So I'm going to shop around and try and find the best price for that. Because I asked the guys, like, so how much would a new transmission cost? And they're like, oh, a couple $1,000s. And I was like, what? I bought the car for $1,300. I'm certainly not going to be putting a new transmission in it. Hi, Angie. Woohoo! Thank you for checking in, Angie. Linda says she's glad that she doesn't have a car. Linda, the rest of us driving on the road are also equally glad that you do not have a car. Everybody's really glad about that. Yeah, and not just because you're saving money. Oh, and yes, everyone's saying hello to Angie, waving hi. Hi, Angie. Sam says he thinks a transmission flush is bull crap. What if your transmission fluid is thick and sludgy and dirty and gross, and you flush it out and put in new transmission fluid? How can that be bull crap, Sam? Huh? Tell me that. Answer that. Just like when you change your oil because it's all thick and goopy and gross and nasty. How can that be any different from a transmission flush? Makes perfectly logical sense to me. And I'm a genius. Woohoo! So who has questions for the genius? Linda says, Sam says he's never heard of a thing. Oh, yeah? It's called the same way you change your oil, you change your transmission fluid. Flush out the old stuff and add new fluid. Maybe it's called a different name in Pennsylvania, called replace your transmission fluid. Sam says he's going to investigate. Okay, Sam, we want to know. So, woohoo, yes, who has a question for the genius? Yes, so I'm very, and I got there. Actually, they have things online. You can search different places, different companies, and search tire prices online. So Pep Boys had the cheapest one, though, and they have a thing that says you put in the make and model and type of your car, and it'll tell you what kind of tires you need and what the prices are and different ones and how many there are to choose. So I did that, and I did the online pay and picked out the tires, and I went to the only place that had them. And then I got there and they had the tires ready. I got there and then they took them off and they're like, oh, these tires are the wrong tires for your car. I'm like, that's what your computer program told me. How do I know what's the right tires for my car? So, but luckily they had a couple other tires that were the right size and they gave them to me for the same price. So that all worked out. So, woohoo! So, yeah, but those tires were really bad when I bought the car in December. So I've been nervous about them. I don't do a lot of driving on the highway, so it's only when I go on the highway when you're going fast. If on the regular surface streets, if the tire goes bad, I'm not really worried about having it like explode and going out of control. But I was nervous on the highway. Okay, Sam. Does my car have over 100,000 miles on it? Oh, yeah. It's a 2003. Yeah. Yes, it does. It's 15 years old. I've never had a car with less than 100,000 miles. I've never had a nice car. In fact, when I was there, this girl had pulled in to get some air added to her tires, and she had like a brand new Tesla, and it was so beautiful, and it was like a spaceship. It was so modern compared to my car. It was like Star Trek versus the original airplane that the Wright brothers built and flew the first flight. It was like I was like, oh wow, is that's not even a car compared to mine. Oh no, Angie said her laptop died. That's no good. I just actually read an article that said, you know, the lithium batteries, the batteries in laptops and batteries that are in cell phones. You've all seen the videos that where they sometimes, for who knows why, but they spontaneously combust and start on fire, like somebody's cell phone starts on fire in their pocket or someone's laptop. And Sam says he's never heard of a transmission flush because he's never had an old car. Yes. So I need new transmission fluid. Sam, see, that must be nice for you, Sam. Yeah, well, laptops sometimes they spontaneously combust. So right now, the I think it's the FAA, the aviation, the people that make the rules about aviation and flight guidelines are considering whether or not to ban or change the rules for taking laptops on a plane and in your carry-on luggage or storing in the under the in the plane under the plane with the luggage. Though I think it would be better, safer to have them like not in with the luggage, but carried onto the plane, because if it starts on fire, you can put it out if you know about it. But if it's in the hold with all the luggage, you're not going to know that it's like started on fire, and that could make a bigger fire. I mean, a smaller fire is easier to put out than a bigger fire. Hi, Blair Cooper. Oh, thank you for the burns, Sam Basta. Hi, T-Sis. Woohoo! Yeah, so who has a question for the genius? Sam says lithium doesn't mix with oxygen. That's why it burns. Yeah, so I think it must be that some sort of oxygen has gotten into the battery, whether it's a crack. I think it must be like something like it's the battery casing protection is cracked somehow, and oxygen has gotten in, and that's what causes a fire. Yeah, but yeah, I think the safest thing would be to have all laptops where you can see them. So if something does start on fire, you can take care of it immediately. You did. Oh, wait, Linda had a question. Hang on. What was your... Sam has a question. Sam says, why do I look so damn old? Because you're old. No, Sam, it's all a matter of perspective. If you were 95, you would look at yourself and say, you would look at somebody, if a 95-year-old person looks at you, Sam, they're going to say, wow, you look young. You're just a kid. If it's 50, yeah, so it's all perspective. Depends on how old you are, looking at where you're standing. Linda, where's your question? I'm sorry. Where is it? Oh, Linda says her question is, did you like the dinner you guys made last night? Oh, yes. 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 Maggie's been awesome. And she makes dumplings, and she makes Chinese food, but real Chinese food, not like in the restaurant. She, well, sometimes, but she made dumplings, and she made some cabbage, and she makes taro root, which is, she calls it a dessert. It's like taro root is similar to like a potato, or it's a root, and I'd say it's close to a potato as far as like kind of like a mild taste, like same texture and stuff. And then you add like a couple scoops of brown sugar, like a scoop of brown sugar. I like it if you're boiling it, like the same way you boil a potato. And it's called a dessert. I don't think it's really a dessert, but oh no. Saying, well, how was that? I'm sorry. Sorry for your condolences for your friend. Was it the funeral or the wake? No wonder you're feeling old. Oh, your friends are dying. That's depressing. Oh, okay. And Angie has an excellent question. Angie has an excellent question for the genius. Angie's question is, what is my purpose in life? Angie, yes, because if you go by the assumption that we all have a purpose in life, Angie, your purpose in life, and kind of everyone's purpose in life, is to have a positive impact to everyone around you, and to work to improve the lives around you. What can you do, Angie, to make people around you feel good, improve their life, feel happy? Because by doing that, you also improve your own life and make yourself happy. So yeah, and some people are in the position to improve the lives of millions of people and make many people happy. Some people are in the position to just improve the lives of a small group of people around them and make them happy. But that's okay. You're still achieving the same goals. And yeah, what can you do to improve the life of your fellow citizens, your family, the country? Oh no, what's next Friday? I'm sorry about the wake, Sam. Wakes are no fun. Funerals are no fun. And only wearing your suit to go to funerals and wakes is no fun, Sam. I want you to have a fun occasion to wear your suit to. Yeah. Sadly, death is still a part of life. We have not conquered that yet. Jesus says, is it true that love is like oxygen? When you get too much of it, it gets you high. Not enough of it, and you're gonna die. That sounds like you read that off a greeting card, Jesus. But yeah, it is important. Oxygen, water, and love are very important to your health and your longevity. It's true. Actually, there's the Harvard has a 75-year-old study, 75-year study, years long, of the quality of life, a health study of starting when people were very young. For 75 years, they've been doing this study where they're monitoring the same people, same subjects, and even their children and their children, doing like a health study of all the different body indicators, you know, heart health, cholesterol, plus emotional health. And it's one of the longest studies ever done. 75 years. It's been, I mean, the scientists and the people in the study have been revolving, but some of the same people have been in it, and then their children, their offspring have been in it. And they've proved scientifically, health-wise, that having good relationships, family, loved ones, marriages, that having positive relationships is extremely important to your health and longevity. They scientifically prove it, that there's a correlation to your health and longevity. So not that it's something that you actually needed to prove, but they have proved that. It seems kind of obvious, but oh no, and next, I'm sorry, Angie, that's not a very good anniversary. Hello, Maggie. Oh, she's so cute. She's wearing her new pineapple t-shirt. Maggie just got home. And yes, Sam, you should definitely have a scotch tonight. And Blair Cooper agrees. Funerals suck. Blair says, funerals are depressing. No one ever gets laid after a funeral as opposed to weddings. That's true, because weddings are a party where you eat, drink, dance. Funerals, you just stand around, share memories, and get sad. So yeah, perhaps there should be food, drinking, and dancing at funerals. Some people do that actually at wakes and funerals. Some people have already kind of planned out when they're old, they plan out their funerals or wakes and stipulate that they want it to be a party and they want everybody around them to celebrate their life instead of being depressed. So some people actually plan that out to make it more fun. So and Angie says she is still suffering. It's a 7-year anniversary next week for the death of her mother, and she is still extremely sad and still suffering. Well, it was very sudden, Angie, and way too young. You're way too young to have that happen. It's traumatic. You're going to feel sad for a long time. How could you not? But I'm glad that we've been able to be here for you, and that everybody around you has been able to give you support and help you through all these terrible times. Hello, David Jones. Linda says she's not having a funeral. Sam says he's just planning on putting himself in the recyclable bin. Yes, just Oh, and David Jones has a question for the genius. David Jones says, does Maggie like my genius hat? No comment. Actually, I haven't asked her because this is the first time she's come home where I'm wearing the genius cap. So yeah, she just is thinking to herself, well, my roommate is very weird. Oh, and Linda says she has decided that she would like to be cremated. Oh gosh, okay. Well, this is a very kind of odd subject to talk about, but she says, I've never investigated this. She says it costs $5,000 to have a funeral or $400 for cremation. Wow. So oh wait, no, she owes 400. It costs $1,000 for cremation. Wow, who knew death was so expensive? I'm sorry, Angie. Angie, we will be here all through this coming week to help you deal with your sadness. Yes, David Jones wants to know. Yes, she does. So, yeah, oh my gosh, and it's already 5:43. Woohoo! And for those of you who weren't here, who didn't realize it, but I started exactly at 5:15 today, completely punctual. I just want to pat myself on the back one more time for that. It will probably never happen again. As David Jones says, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to hear it, does it make a sound? Aha. No, it doesn't. Actually, that reminds me of an experiment I saw. You know, there's an experiment regarding the proof of gravity where, you know, if you drop a rock and you drop a feather, of course, the rock falls faster than the feather. The feather floats down, but the experiment is that the feather is slow because of air, oxygen. If you, and I saw this experiment, there's a video somewhere on YouTube. If you do the same experiment with the rock and the feather, and you are able to use a vacuum to remove all of the oxygen from that space, so there's no air, there's zero oxygen in that space, and you then do the same experiment with the rock and the feather, they fall at exactly the same speed. That shows you that is a demonstration of the power of gravity. Gravity is pulling at the same speed, but air changes the velocity of different things. That was pretty cool. So yeah, there's there's a video of that on somewhere online. You can watch it. I'm not sure what it's called, but and Tisa says, I need a date. I'm going to a wedding Sunday. Are you available? I'll fly you out. Oh, Tisas, we know you know lots of ladies in New York. It's impossible to be the lead singer in a band performing on the boardwalk and not have lots of ladies. Uh-huh. Hubba hubba. All right. Sam says that gravity experiment is a second grade experiment. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we didn't have that in second grade at my school. Sam is mocking my amazement at this juvenile infantile experiment. Okay, yeah, so okay. Yeah, so I'm just about yes, I will, Linda. I am just about to sign off. I'm just about to sign off, but I want to thank you guys for coming to see me because you're awesome, and thank you for the awesome stupid questions for our stupid question day. And Blair says, "Who needs a date in New York?" Tesis. Blair's up for a party, Tesis. Blair Cooper would love to be your wedding date. Weddings are fun. Yeah, food, drinks. Especially if they have the open bar, right? All right. Yeah. All right. Kisses for everybody. Bye. Love you all. See you tomorrow for Funny Friday. Bring some jokes to share with everybody for the weekend. All right. Bye. Love you guys. Bye.